Welcome to Berlin Blender. This is a podwalk through Berlin, and in this episode we'll meet Martin from Denmark. He takes us to one of his favorite restaurants in Kreuzberg, where he tells us about why he chose Berlin to be his creative workspace.
My name is Martin and ich bin ein Blender. I have been one since a colleague and I moved here 3 years ago. And you ask, why Berlin? Well, as they say, Berlin is cool because it's cool. That, and it's very cheap as well. And that works great with the life of an artist. We got a gallery here before we moved, and since then a lot of things have happened to us. Not just to us, but also Berlin. The urban evolution here in Berlin moves on very fast forward compared to other cities in Europe. So you have to seize the moment and explore places worth exploring before they become swallowed by a wave of something else. And in this podcast, I'm going to take you to three places that I like and I find of interest for networking and sharing art with other people, and I would like to share with you.
Find your way with the U-Bahn to Rosenthaler Platz, where the podwalk begins. Please put your iPod or music player on pause and resume when you arrive to the next location.
Okay, so here we are at Rosenthaler Platz. When you arrive here with the U-Bahn, you'll find the cafe Oberholz directly on the other side of the street. You'll see it when you get up from the U-Bahn. Go inside here and order your favorite hot beverage. Sit down and see how many laptops you can count. There are many people who come here to work with their creative business. This is the place to be for creative people if you want to work and network. You order a cup of coffee and sit here all day using the free wireless internet, fiddling with whatever business you have going on. And this also explains the above average coffee prices. If you look beneath you, more precisely at what you're sitting on, this is all 50s furniture all over the cafe, and every single piece is unique. A writer called Franz Biberkopf wrote a book called Berlin Alexanderplatz, where Oberholz is also portrayed in this book. This has indeed helped it to the reputation it has today.
Go from Rosenthaler Platz to Auguststraße, which is the next location on your podwalk. Please put your iPod or music player on pause and resume when you arrive to the next location.
Okay, now we are at Auguststraße. And moving along Auguststraße, you can't help notice the enormous variety of art. The street art covering the walls all over, the windows between them, and the art studios they hold. When you reach the middle of the street to the X on your podcast map, you are in front of KW. Walk through the doorway into the yard and take a moment to look around. Close your eyes and you can try and picture an old abandoned and squatted dairy factory. And this is exactly what KW was before it kickstarted the Berlin art scene as we know it today. And when these galleries and studios here on Auguststraße have exhibitions, they all usually hold them together. And KW is usually the catalyst for this. A perfect example of the urban evolution.
Go back to Rosenthaler Platz and take the U-Bahn to Cottbuser Tor. Follow the map on your iPod. Please put your iPod or music player on pause and resume when you arrive to the next location.
Okay, welcome to Oranienstraße. This is located in Kreuzberg, one of my favorite places in Berlin. It's very, artistic, and this is one of the places where a lot of artists hang out and have their residing place, me as well. Oranienstraße, NGBK on Oranienstraße is something as ordinary as a bookshop. And to really get to the core of Berlin, you have to peel the layers off the street, just like here. Step inside and then look to the far end of the room. It might be closed, but usually, a lot of times they hold exhibitions here and have different artists make their works in here. Check out the website also if you want to know when they have an exhibition. Have a look around the shop and you never know if you see like a painter roaming around in there and making his works right now when you're in here. The board of the shop is run like Christiania back home in Denmark actually, and everybody can participate, so it's funny, you have to reach an agreement before anything gets decided. If you're up for some German literature, you can have a look around in the room, in the boxes, and you never know if you'll find a very interesting book, and they do also have English books in here, so there's something for everybody. This is actually where I'll leave you, and I thank you for walking around in my footsteps, and I really hope you enjoyed it.